Salute, what's good? Good afternoon, good evening. What's happening with my people, man? You know what I'm talking about? I done holler at y'all this morning, but I'm about to holler at you right now, man. Make sure you like, hit them thumbs up when you come in the building. Hey, there is levels to this shit, y'all. Like, anybody can't just go out there and say, oh, I'm a great player, I'm a good player, I'm gonna win a championship. No, it's certain levels to being great to the point where you get past that hurdle and you say it's time for me to start dominating this league. It goes beyond just being a great offensive talent, a great player. You have to have something a little bit deeper inside, you know what I'm saying, that shows everybody, shows people, eye test you guys, that shows people that's the guy. That's the one right there. Skill set is there. The will to win is there. The work ethic is there. You know what I'm saying? You can just see the greatness in certain people. Like, there's been a past, future, and present that has graced our games and our sports. One person that be like, man, that guy right there, it's going to be hard to stop that person's greatness. Steph Curry is one of those guys. Even though you can arguably say that, oh, he didn't win without Draymond, Klay Thompson. Yeah, but guess what? Certain teams are built for destiny, built for greatness. And you need to have other great players around them. And the thing about what the Warriors did, they built it from the ground up. Steph Curry battled nothing but ankle injuries throughout the first couple of years of his career. The 2 to 4 year span, Steph Curry was not on the floor. He wasn't available. He was injury prone. But guess what? Steph Curry, he said, I'm not, greetings, my guy. What's good, my brethren? Conquer. Steph Curry said, I'm not going to let that be the defining moment of my career. Steph Curry worked diligently. He worked harder than anybody else at his physical fitness. He worked harder than anybody at making sure that he was going to be able to showcase all those skills that he displayed on the national spotlight in college at the University of Davidson, on the biggest stage, in the NCAA tournament. The Warriors did not get this wrong. They drafted me. I'm going to prove to everybody I was always the underdog, highly recruited, you know what I'm saying, coming out of high school. I was small in stature, big in heart though, small in stature. He said, I'm going to work harder than anybody else. You would have think that Steph Curry's path toward greatness would have been easier because his dad was Dell Curry, one of the greatest shooters that we've seen in the late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, right? But guess what? Steph Curry didn't come up everybody raving about Steph Curry. Think about that. Steph Curry had to work his way to where he got to. Nothing was just saying, here go Curry. That's the chosen one. And why do you think that everybody loves and respects Curry? He is hated by a lot only because of where he came from, what he looks like, and what he represents. You know what I'm saying? The great ones are always hated, but it's certain motherfuckers that they put in front of you and tell you to like and worship the ground and they walk on, but they don't have that thing. LeBron is one of those guys, the chosen one. Nobody chose Kobe. Nobody chose Jordan. Think about this, you guys. Nobody chose these players, and that's why they were so great, and that's why they were able to reign and dominate different eras. Think about that. Nobody chose them. All of these guys that I'm naming, they weren't number one picks. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't looked at as like, oh, that guy, that's the guy. Anthony Sam Bowie was fucking drafted ahead of Michael Jordan. What the fuck? Because they all went off of numbers. They all went off of what they seen in college. Oh, the dude has great numbers. And boom, boom. It's the same with Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Davis. great talent, right? Great talent, but they don't have that thing that you need to drive you to the next level. They don't have that thing. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Certain players just have that thing in the NBA. They get a hold of that and say, you know what, even though these players over here are great, these players over here are going to win all the MVP awards, but this is the guy right here that we're going to market and promote when it's all said and done. This is the guy that's going to be in the big stage, you know what I'm saying, with the brightest shiny. You feel me? And everybody say, oh, Steph Curry, he played with this guy. Oh, KD made Steph Curry. No, KD is shit outside of the Warriors. Think about it. He's a great talent. He won a lot of scoring titles. He got an all-star appearances. How many times he been in the finals, though, without the Warriors? One other time, and that season was in the short season, in which who? LeBron James won his first championship. Think about that. Trash cans. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry actually went through the grind. You see what I'm saying? And then everybody always want to make, gotta, you know, point out reasons why to, I guess, discredit his weakness. Oh, he went up against teams that was injured. Whose fault is it that injured? The Warriors were once injured. Steph Curry broke his wrist. Look what happened to the team. They weren't that good. Then the next season when he came back, guess what? It was no Klay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry was still a great player and had the same level of success without key guys. That was Andrew Wiggins' first season. We got traded mid-season to the Warriors. They didn't make the play-in that year. And they lost to a Memphis Grizzlies team who has yet to win anything. So that loss right there really didn't tell me anything, you know what I'm saying, about the greatness of Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry is still great. Minus that play-in blunder, you have to look at how he's dominated the league, bro, the last 8 to 10 years. Pure dominance, bro. Think about it. 4 championships on the cusp of going back to back for a second time in his career. And only a handful of players can say that we went back. Think about that. Who was that? That's my son. What's up, son? How you doing? Only a couple players can say that. Not a lot of players. We ran a table back to back. Nobody could have stopped us. And guess what? This season, the Warriors had injuries. They had a lot of guys in and out. They had a lot of inconsistencies throughout the whole regular season. But when it's time to shine the brightest on the biggest stage under the brightest lights, you see what type of player Steph Curry is. You know what I'm saying? You see what type of player he is. He told them guys, I'm not, check this out. This is what it's about. Game 7. If you're not poised to be in this situation, you don't belong here. You don't belong in the league. Steph Curry let everybody know this is what it is. Watch me work. And guess what? You either follow me or you get your ass out the way. But Steph Curry is a man of few words. He's not a vocal leader, you guys. But when he talked, they listen. And guess what Andrew Wiggins said before that motherfucking game, after that Game 6 loss? What did Andrew Wiggins say about Steph Curry? He said, I got chills when I heard Steph Curry open his mouth up and talk. That's the type of greatness that you need to admire, bro. Not somebody that's going to make excuses. You know, Steph Curry is one of the greatest players that we've seen that do not get the benefit of the whistle. We see other guys, past, future, and present, who go to the free throw line constantly. Steph Curry, as much as he attacks the rim, when he does attack the rim, as much as he gets grabbed and held, as much as he gets hit on his jump shot, because it's nothing that they can do with the quick release step back, he gets hit more than any other player in the league. But we see players like Austin Reeves, who was on a 2-way fucking contract to begin the year. He was undrafted out of Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? A transfer from Wichita State. See, people don't even know the history behind some of these players in the league. Austin Reeves came from Wichita State. He was a transfer. Then he finished and went to Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? But Austin Reeves can get the benefit of a whistle, but Steph Curry can't get those same calls. See, Steph Curry isn't a motherfucker who's going to try to trick you and trick the defense into selling calls. Steph Curry is playing basketball the right way. He's not out there complaining every damn play. Steph Curry gonna keep playing. See, when you get these guys, bro, he really aren't complainers that don't make excuses and lets their game speak for themselves. And when you finally see them complain about a call, it's because they really got hit. Not all this sell jive, flopping your head and doing all the antics to try to sell the referee on getting you a call. You feel what I'm saying? Pure greatness. There's a lot of great offensive talent in the league. There's only a select few that's meant to be on certain stages when it comes to winning championship. You gotta have it in here. You gotta have that heart. You gotta have a testicular fortitude, bro. You gotta have a Mamba mentality. You gotta have a Mamba mentality. Salute, A-Her. You gotta have that Mamba mentality. Think about it. You gotta have it. If you don't got it, this shit is, I feel bad for you, bro. But when you can tap into something deeper, something greater, bro, and be like, you know what? I want to win at all costs. And I'm willing to go through the grind. I'm willing to put the work in. I'm willing to do whatever I got to do. It's easy. The Warriors could have easily went out and traded this guy, traded that guy, and got all the superior talent. But the Warriors are playing with players that nobody else really gave a chance. Nobody thought about drafting Moses Moody. Nobody thought about drafting motherfucking, or going to sign GP2. Nobody thought about picking up Dante DiVincenzo. Nobody thought about, you know what I'm saying, drafting Draymond Green coming out of Michigan State. Nobody thought about looking at Klay Thompson like, man, this guy's going to be something one day. He's going to be a lethal shooter. If you watch Klay Thompson in college, you already knew that Klay Thompson was built different too, from a mentality. Just because who Klay Thompson's dad is, bro, and the type of basketball Klay Thompson grew up around. Klay Thompson grew up watching Kobe, and he's the first to tell you that I idolize, that's my favorite player. So when you idolize somebody that had the league on lock and had the mentality of, you know what I'm saying, a mentality like Kobe Bryant, you admire that, and guess what? When you start actually looking at that and admiring that, just like Jordan. Allen Iverson said, I play the game because of Jordan. Did you see the mentality that Allen Iverson had when he was on the court? Ferocious. Allen Iverson wasn't scared of nobody, never backed down from a challenge, no matter if he was 6 foot, you know what I'm saying, 175 pounds soaking wet. You see what I'm saying? It's the mentality. A lot of these guys, they just have a lot of talent, but the mentality is weak. These niggas ain't built like that, and that's why when you put certain people in front of me, you can't send a Giannis over here, build him up, turn this nigga into a machine, a monster, change his whole jump shot, and say, we can market him. I want you to just be a dominant Shaquille O'Neal that got a better handle than Shaquille O'Neal, who's a little bit more lean, a little bit more agile. You're not selling me on that. Because I'm looking at the game, and I'm saying, wait a minute, the game don't translate. Because when it's time for you to be great, you fail. And everybody look at Giannis and say, Giannis got a Defensive Player of the Year award and an MVP in the same, or in a Finals MVP in the same season. I don't want to hear that bullshit, bro. The NBA is straight creating certain players with certain narratives. So they can say Giannis, oh, he's only one. He's in the likes with Hakeem Olajuwon, Michael Jordan. This player, you can't stop it right now. Giannis shouldn't be mentioned with no fucking Hakeem Olajuwon and no motherfucking Michael Jordan. Let's just keep that 100. Because if he was that fucking great, he wouldn't have got his ass walked down by a motherfucking Miami Heat team who had a bunch of dinosaurs, a bunch of undrafted players, and a bunch of motherfuckers who was injured, and a bunch of motherfuckers who didn't get no motherfucking significant playing time throughout the whole damn season. Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, who played in that finals and helped them get to a bubble chip. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Hero was injured. You feel me? Kyle Lowry, old ass Kevin Love was inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? Since he came to the Miami Heat, shooting a terrible percentage. So it really was only Jimmy Butler, nigga. That's all I want to say. The Milwaukee Bucks, motherfuckers talk about, oh, if Milwaukee was healthy and they had their full team, nigga, they were going to win a championship. I don't want to hear it, nigga, because Jay Crowder, y'all added Jay Crowder. Y'all added Joe Ingles. You know what I'm saying? Think about this, what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You got a Chris Middleton back, healthy. I don't want to hear shit. And got walked ass down by the Miami Heat, a play-in team. But a motherfucker supposed to be this great. If a motherfucker was that great on defense, why you didn't say, Jimmy Butler, I'm cutting your water off? Why you didn't do what Jordan did? Why you didn't do what motherfucking Kobe Bryant did? Why you didn't do what certain players did and say, guess what? If I'm a Kawhi Leonard, if I'm a defensive player of the year, what's good, my guys? Showtime on Point Sports. Make sure y'all go follow him, like, share, subscribe, and donate to that brother channel. If Giannis was so great on defense with all these weak-ass player awards that they just be handing it because a certain percentage or statistic when he's on the floor for defensive efficiency stat, I don't want to hear it, nigga, because if you was that great, you would have went to go say, guess what? Drew Holiday, I know you're a great defender in your own right, but I got him. I'm checking this nigga right here. I'm checking him. If you was that great, you wouldn't blow a motherfucking 16-point motherfucking fourth quarter lead, nigga. I don't want to hear this shit, bro. Stop telling me who is great and who ain't great. I got my own set of eyes. I know exactly who's them dudes and who ain't them dudes, nigga. You feel me? I know exactly who's them dudes and who ain't them dudes. But you know the NBA is all about the money. It's all about marketability, viewership, and all that. But guess what? You can't help but to say that Curry dominated LeBron in LeBron's era. Curry is only 4 years younger than LeBron. Curry dominated that nigga, bro. And it made LeBron look bad. Because they like, man, I can do what this young nigga can do. With the handle, the way he can get to certain spots on the floor. He can't do it. Now you see it's a copycat league. What is everybody trying to do? That Curry done changed the game. Everybody want to shoot threes from fucking 35 feet. Niggas wasn't doing that shit. Salute, my guys, Big Neff. Niggas wasn't doing that shit. Niggas wasn't jacking up 10 threes a game and making about 9 of them motherfuckers. Niggas wasn't going motherfucking 10 for 15 from 3, nigga. Who you know who can shoot at that high clip with those degree of difficulty in shots while moving around the court at a pace that we never seen a motherfucker move around the court except for Reggie Miller. And Reggie Miller didn't even keep moving around the court. Reggie Miller would camp out in the paint and then come off of one of those double staggers. Steph Curry never stops moving. He doesn't stop and rest. Rip Hamilton did it, but even Rip Hamilton would do the same thing Reggie Miller would do. Ray Allen started to do that towards the end of Ray Allen's career where he would come off of those pin downs and those double staggers. But guess what? When you watch somebody like Steph Curry, who's getting better with age, might I add, Steph never stops moving. He comes off a screen and then keeps moving. And then he'll go back on the other side of the court, run through the lane, come off another screen, and then when he catches the ball, guess what? He doesn't always be open. It's somebody pressing up on him. So guess what he has to do? Guess what he has to do? Now he has to exert even more energy by dribbling and playing one-on-one iso ball. So not only did he run around the whole court 3 and 4 times, now I got to create my own shot with the dribble. You know what I'm saying? With the iso. Nigga, tell me somebody who you seen can do something like that, bro. And the NBA is a fool. If the NBA allowed the Lakers to beat the Warriors in this series, nigga, it just proves to me everything that I already knew and exposed them niggas from the gates that this shit is super phony, bro. It is no way that the Lakers can compete with a talent like the Golden State Warriors, nigga. Let's just keep it a buck. You have a bunch of inexperienced players who never been on this stage before. Dennis Schroeder never been in the second round of the playoffs before. You feel me? Or other than maybe with the Atlanta Hawks, but he didn't even really get that much playing time in Atlanta during that time. Because they had all those other guys, Jeff Teague, and all those Kyle Korver. You know what I'm saying? Paul Millsap. You feel me? I can go on and on, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Al Horford. Let's just keep it 100. Nigga, the Lakers can't fuck with no Warriors, bro. It's pretty much not any team in the league can really fuck with the Warriors when the Warriors are locked in. So all of the shit that you see behind the scenes, all of the antics from Draymond Green, that's all part of the script, nigga. That's all part of the show, bro. It got to be some sort of storyline in there. They can't, nothing is squeaky clean. Even though the Warriors can be that, but they put that shit in their script. Nigga, we need something that we can just throw everybody off and say, man, this is the reason why they won't win. They're too small. Kevon Looney, nigga, can't jump over a quarter. 6'9", grabbing 100 rebounds a game, nigga, and like 12 of them is offensive. But they say, oh, you need a big man to win. Niggas talk about Draymond Green. Nigga, you don't understand that Draymond Green, nigga, used to be a chubby nigga, bro, before he dedicated himself and his body to the game that he loves. Niggas don't understand that Draymond Green was sort of kind of like the Kenny Lofton Jr. over in motherfucking Memphis. The talent. Kenny Lofton Jr., he came from Louisiana Tech. I bet y'all didn't know that. I bet y'all don't even know nothing about Kenny Lofton, nigga. Do y'all know about motherfucking Kenny Lofton Jr., bro? Kenny Lofton Jr. came from Louisiana Tech. That's the same school that Karl Malone, Hall of Famer, went to. I don't have to. I'm not reading from no computer or none of that shit, nigga. I might need to in other instances, but the shit that I know is photographic for me. I can just hit a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Let's keep it going. Draymond Green had the same type of skill set coming out of high school. You think a motherfucker gonna, you think that Michigan State is gonna recruit or let a nigga like that with no talent, no skills, no nothing on their team, a Division I basketball player? You have to be really good to go to a school like Michigan State. You can't just say, oh, I put up good numbers. No, that's not the way it works. Draymond Green was really that good, bro. I already posted a video of a nigga coming off a down screen and shot a 3. And the whole motherfucking jump shot was way different. It was a pull-up, catch and shoot shot, and not no set shot. Draymond Green really has basketball skills. But guess what he did? In order for Draymond Green to solidify himself in the history books and win championships, he had to take a different role. So guess what that says? Guess what that means? It's called sacrifice. I'm sacrificing a better part of who I could have been for winning. For winning. For winning. Tom Izzo is a great coach, but they're not teaching niggas how to play basketball over there. College basketball is all about discipline. It's not enhancing your skills. You work on your skills and shit on your off time. Them niggas ain't running practices and in practice like, nigga, we gonna work on ball handling today, dog. No, we're gonna learn how to protect the ball, and we're gonna run these certain plays, and it's working on your basketball IQ. And that's what college is structure. College is preparing you, nigga, to really listen to niggas when you get to the next level. But a lot of motherfuckers sacrifice their game. And the one thing about the Warriors, they built that shit organically, and salute to motherfucking Jerry West, man. Jerry Legend. Come on, man. Jerry West is the fucking HBO Max, I think. Go watch it, bro. Jerry West's basketball mind was crazy, bro. Jerry West's competitiveness is crazy. That's why he was one of the greats. That's why even Kobe Bryant admired Jerry West. Why do you think Jerry West fell in love with Kobe, bro, so much? He knew that the kid at that time, rest in peace to the mama, the greatest to ever do it, in my opinion, he knew that he had a different mindset along with the skill set. He already possessed the skills, but he knew that he was raw. Even with the skill set, it was the mindset. And the mindset told everybody, this motherfucker right here, he has and the mindset and the way he looks at the game and talks about the game is second to none. It's second to none. There's a reason why Steph Curry has the motherfucking building on fire 2 hours before game time. Everybody want to go to the game, nigga, to go watch Steph Curry. Look, they trying to end a nigga stream. They doing? You see what YouTube doing? They don't want me to keep it 100, bro, because they know exactly where I'm finna go with this. They know where I'm finna go with this. They know that I'm finna shit on LeBron James. Don't nobody show up 20 fucking hours before the game to go watch LeBron do his pregame workout. Because what is he doing? What is the nigga doing that's so great? He can't shoot. He can't dribble. Nigga, Steph Curry owns this era of basketball, bro. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Kobe already endorsed Steph Curry. You know Kobe has that show Detail that came on, that segment Detail? Kobe did all the detail on all certain players, and he was highly critical, and then he was highly, favorable in certain players, towards certain players. The one thing that he said about Curry, he said the one thing that I have to say about Curry, there's a calmness to Steph Curry. Steph Curry doesn't get rattled. It's the difference between making and missing shots. But being rattled is something that we don't see from Steph Curry. Being down in a series is something that we don't see. When Steph Curry is down, it's not over. You see what I'm saying? Steph Curry, Kobe said, that calmness right there, that's scary to me. Kobe endorsed Steph Curry already. He said, that calmness, that dude is scary. If there's something inside of there that's scary. Kobe said this. Sue, validity 205, salute to you. I'm butchering your name, bro, because it's that's not going on with all those L's and those I's. All of those L's and those I's fucking me up, bro. And I'm a pretty good reader, and I know how to pronounce shit pretty well, but that was hard, bro. It's all good. Niggas need to understand. Whoops. What was that? Let me see. You said Brian forcing his son on us to keep his name going. Exactly, Big Neff. Reg Dog, what's good, my guy? Kobe and Mike, they endorse. See, greatness really recognizes greatness, bro. Salute, my people. I appreciate everybody. Greatness recognizes greatness. So when you get the greatest in the game to say, oh, that guy, that's the next greatest. It's not a coincidence that these niggas are in the finals as much as they are in the finals. Steph Curry, the things that he can do, the oohs and the ahs, you be like, how the fuck did he make that shit? Because guess what? He's great. That's this shit right here and this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to go and pray and watch The Godfather 100 times before Game 7. I don't need to do none of that. Guess what? Y'all seen the interview by Draymond. Guess what Steph Curry was doing the night before Game 7? He was texting Draymond at 3 in the morning. Guess what he said? I was watching film. Bruh, Dre, I've been up. Man, I watched this film about 4 or 5 times. It's like, wait a minute, nigga. It's 3 in the morning, nigga. You know you have a game, right? And then he texted the nigga again at 6 in the morning. Good image for the kids. Not tatted up. He got a couple tats, but they're small ones. Something symbolic to, I'm pretty sure, his faith and maybe his marriage with his wife, Aisha. Salute to Aisha as well. But, bro, that type of greatness right there, it's inevitable that it's going to be displayed on the biggest motherfucking stage. Steph Curry was up at 3 in the morning texting Draymond. He texted the nigga back at 6 a.m. You have a game, bro. You're not getting no rest. Mamba mentality. Those are the niggas who stand and left at the end, bro. Those are the niggas who stand and left at the end. And at the end of their career, then they can rest. At the end of players like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, at the end of their careers, they can finally rest, bro. Even though they're never resting because they're basketball savants. The nigga was up all night, all day, studying film. Where can I get these shots? How can I get this nigga off me? He's pressuring me like fuck. What move can I hit the nigga with till I know where how he's playing me that he's gonna bite on this move if I give him this jab step or this in and out behind the back or this hard, you know what I'm saying, go hard right, go hard left, stop on a dime. You know what I'm saying? That's the sign of pure greatness. Not everybody can be on that level. It's only for a select few. But guess what? You got to tap into something greater. You got to sacrifice. The Warriors have built their team and their dynasty behind a lot of high basketball quality IQ guys and a lot of sacrifice. They can feature Klay Thompson as a premier guard on another team. Maybe not now, but back, the last 5 years before he got injured, he could have went to a team and be like, man, I want to be the guy. And that's the one thing that I'm saying. If Jordan Poole wants to be that next guy, it's hard to follow in the footsteps of Steph Curry. But being around that greatness does something to you. And I admire Jordan Poole's tenacity. I admire Jordan Poole's mental because he believes in his heart that I'm that good. They're never ever going to be able to fill the shoes. But I just love the fact that Jordan Poole sometimes can take over a game and it look like Steph Curry at times. He can't actually do some of the things Steph Curry does, but Jordan Poole has that effect on the rest of the guys on the team. That's why they love him so much. And sometimes you love to hate somebody with that type of mentality because then they become hard to coach. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to keep them in a box. I'm just talking about the mentality, y'all. It's hard to keep certain players in a box. You kind of have to let them be them. And that's why you see a lot of teams let Draymond be. That's why you see the Golden State Warriors let Draymond be Draymond. Because we'll give up all of those antics for winning all day. Draymond, just be you. We accept that. Look what they did. Look what they did with Dennis Rodman. The Bulls said, guess what? Nobody outside the Bulls and the Pistons accepted Dennis Rodman for who he was on and off the court. Or off the court, I would say. And his mentality. It might have struck everybody as weird as hell. But guess what? Dennis Rodman was one of the greatest basketball players we ever seen. And Humble Sports TV, salute. And when I say greatest basketball players we ever seen, I'm not talking about the undeniable skill set. I'm just talking about the mentality. What Dennis Rodman brought to this game, bro, was much needed. And now you see other players around the league start to implement that same sort of approach when it comes to, certain ways you go about handling your business. Look at what Kevon Looney's doing. That reminds you of Dennis Rodman. Great rebounder, bro. Not super athletic. Think about this, you guys, what I'm saying. This game, it's the only niggas that's going to be left at the end are the niggas with this and the niggas with this. Because it's a whole bunch of great, talented NBA players. You tell me why they not on the biggest stage, under the brightest lights. And we can say Giannis all you want to, but Giannis is flawed. And there's a lot of other players in around the league that's flawed too. But you can't sit there and tell me a nigga is great when you fail to be great. It's different when you face a team that has no really hard players. Phoenix Suns, they don't have this and they don't have this. DeAndre Ayton, the other night, got caught watching Jokic just grab 5 offensive rebounds. He's just sitting there watching. He don't got this. He don't got this. He don't want to be great. You can't have this without this. Think about that. You can't have heart without having them. Like, the mental. You feel me? You got to tap into something deeper. You gotta tap into something deeper. Let's just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, bro, aren't them type of dudes, I'm telling you. And they're gonna need to pair this nigga up with some of the more great players. His time in Milwaukee is coming to an end, y'all. I'm telling you. He's not gonna bring more championships to the motherfucking Milwaukee Bucks. I promise you that. Nobody is going to no motherfucking Milwaukee, nigga, for no championship. They caught that Milwaukee and that Bucks series. They caught that series at the right time. I mean, that Milwaukee and Phoenix series, they caught that at the right time. You seen them flashing that commercial with Chris Paul and that deer and that buck? That's what a buck is. It's a deer. Remember the commercial, the Allstate commercial with the buck and the deer? I mean, with the buck and Chris Paul, and he ended up knocking down all the bowling balls and rolled out of his garage? That same year, nigga, by coincidence, you tell me, it was Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns facing off against the Milwaukee Bucks. Think about that. The shit is already designed. See, they'll always throw a token in there. They give these niggas these token rings. These other great niggas, though, these rings come often. Think about that. They come often. But they have to find certain areas where they want to allow certain niggas that they're promoting in the league get a chip. LeBron really couldn't get shit out of the mud, nigga. He was a failure in the playoffs. Yeah, you can say, oh, he won all these times. He won all these times. LeBron was a failure in the playoffs. He came short of the goal. So they had to figure out ways and time periods where they can say, okay, this is the perfect time where we can promote LeBron as the best. LeBron championships are spread out, my nigga. You got 2 shortened seasons where the nigga won a ring. It's a reason behind that. Think about that. You got 2 shortened seasons where LeBron won a ring. It was easy. And then another season where you know that 3-1 comeback. Nobody else in the history of the game do it, but it just so happens that the chosen one of the greatest losers in all-time history of the NBA Finals, one of the greatest losers that we've seen on the biggest and brightest stage, is the only one to come back from a 3-1 lead. Not Jordan did it. Oh, my bad. Jordan never was down 3-1 in a finals. My bad. Jordan never went to a game 7. Oh, my bad. My bad. Damn. Jordan never been in that situation. I wonder why. Is it perhaps that he's just that fucking great? That says a lot about his greatness, in my opinion. The phoniest niggas had to get suspended. Niggas had to get injured in order for motherfucking LeBron to win his championships. John Jovanovic Wick. That sounds super stupid. But salute to you, brother. Thank you for coming in. Hey, y'all, let's read what Jovanovic, John Jovanovic. Let's read what this stupid motherfucker just said. He said, I'd be salty if I was a Warrior fan too, bro. I wish I could feel your pain. And you know what's so crazy, y'all? It's the niggas who open their mouth, bro, who say some of the dumbest shit. Why would I be salty when my team won 4 championships in the last 8 years? Why am I salty? We ain't never won no bubble ring, nigga. We never won no cut the season short so we can capitalize on that. The 3-1 don't hurt. It's just rigged up because your guy isn't that great. Your guy had to come out in the post game and say, oh, he called me a bitch, he should be suspended. Because Draymond never hit the nigga in the nuts. Watch the replay. LeBron tried to step over the nigga, which was highly disrespectful. And Draymond said, get off of me, and just kind of threw his shoulder out. But he never made contact with LeBron's midsection. You a straight hoe. And that's just what it is. You're probably young, but I apologize. You're not a hoe. You just have hoe-like tendencies. You have hoe-like tendencies, and I feel bad for you. Because guess what? We don't fuck with LeBron out here in the Bay. And we gonna let it be known. But the only way LeBron gonna win this game, win this series, is if the Warriors lay down for him. The nigga said, I was salty. We got 4 chips, in which 3 of those came on LeBron's watch. 3 of those came on LeBron's watch. So who's salty now? Steph Curry owns a 15-7 record against one LeBron James. Your chosen one. Your chosen one. Not mine. Your. Because my chosen one, nigga, is the one who created the whole motherfucking heaven and earth. Period. I love the LeBron fans because they beat themselves. LeBron fans are so easy because you really don't have to say anything. They'll say it for you. Just by some of the outlandish, stupid ass comments that they make. Hey, if we're thanking KD, didn't you say LeBron James is better than KD? So if LeBron James is far more better than KD, why he didn't beat KD? Oh, he had Steph Curry. But hold on, didn't you say Kyrie Irving was better than Steph Curry? Didn't you say that motherfucking Kevin Love was that dude? So you mean to tell me that LeBron couldn't guard KD? So if LeBron is the best player in the world, wouldn't that make him better than every player on the Warriors? Along with a talent like Kyrie, Kevin Love, Iman Shumpert, J.R. Smith, Kyle Korver. Really good players on that team. So if KD was a role player, what everybody say he was, you know what I'm saying? If all of this happened, bro, KD is not a top 3 player all time. Stop it. What are you talking about? KD ain't did shit outside the Warriors. Think about it. What has KD did outside the Warriors? And what has the Warriors did outside of KD? I'll wait. You ran out of time, motherfucker. What has KD did outside of the Golden State Warriors besides win a couple scoring titles in a ring? Not too much. So much so that he said, Kyrie, that's not good enough. Let me go join Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, and motherfucking Devin Booker and try to see if I can get a ring over there. I can't respect that. He should have just stayed with the Warriors. And it's not even a given that the Warriors would have won those championships had he stayed. Because you still had Klay Thompson injured. KD don't play no defense. The only time you seen KD play real defense was when he was with the Golden State Warriors, because that was a requirement. It's the culture. A lot of teams don't have that culture to where they force your best players to also be your best defenders. The Warriors have that culture. See, a lot of players like LeBron say, let me be great on offense. I need y'all to go do all the dirty work. No. Steph Curry is not scared to guard. He might not be the most imposing physical guy at his size with his stature, but Steph Curry is a good defender. He's not all NBA defense, because that only goes to the people that they choose, because Rudy Gobert got 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards, and he is fucking trash. He has no impact on winning at all. He's just a 7'3" nigga that get a couple blocks because he can camp out in the lane, nigga, and he grab rebounds when they come off the rim because he's so fucking tall and long. Other than that, that nigga Reed don't have no defense. He can't stop shit. Period. So those fake ass Defensive Player of the Year awards Some of them should have went to Kevon Looney or Draymond Green. Let's just call it what it is. But you'll see when the Warriors expose these Lakers, bro, in this next week and a half, 2 weeks, you niggas gonna be saying a whole different tune. Trey LeBron, AD, get that nigga out of here, man. We need to sign Giannis. LeBron always needs something else to win. And now they're pumping Bronny James on everybody. Bronny. You're not fooling nobody with these weak ass niggas that keep coming along. These niggas aren't built like that, bro. And even Bronny's favorite player was Kobe Bryant. If you really want to keep it 100, it wasn't his daddy. Let's keep it. And even he admires Steph Curry more than he admires motherfucking LeBron James, because he's trying to shoot threes like motherfucking Steph Curry. So let's just keep it 100. Like, share, subscribe. Real E-Leezy, nigga. I'ma always keep it a buck with y'all. I appreciate everybody. And motherfucking John Johanovich, whatever the fuck your name is, nigga. You need to come correct. When you come into my motherfucking house, nigga, come correct. Cause all of that motherfucking cabbie sack riding to LeBron James, that shit don't fly over here. Cause you're not fooling nobody with that dumbass shit, nigga. Salute to my people. Like, share, subscribe. Love, live, life, and smile, cry, and motherfucking laugh, nigga. Every motherfucking day you get a chance to do that shit. Salute to my guy E. Soklin. Yeah, that's right. Joe Jizzle, what's good, my guy? It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap because you stood in here with your whole ass and you listened to this whole stream because you love coming in here trying to say stupid, outlandish ass shit, but you make yourself look dumb. You feel me? So when you come back up in this motherfucker after this series, nigga, come correct. Period. Salute to my people.